Welcome to the second part of the introduction to Python. Let's start by answering the question, what is Python? Whoops, that's the wrong slide. That's from my reptile class. Ignore that. Sorry guys, that's my lame joke. Anyway, that's more like it. So as we said before, Python is an interpreted high-level programming language, which is widely used for a variety of applications.
Python gets its name from the British comedy group Monty Python.
Thanks, Ellie. Python started as a hobby project in 1989 when its creator, Guido van Rossum, was on a Christmas break and he was looking for something to do. And then subsequently he released it in the same year that I was born, 1991. So it's been around for like nearly 30 years, so it's a pretty old language. And one of the special things about Python is that it's the work of a single person, whereas usually programming languages are made by big companies with lots of developers. So let's look at what else makes Python special. For a start, Python is fantastic as a first programming language. And that's because Python is easy to read and understand, as you'll soon see that the code is very simple to learn. And it's much easier to write functions in Python, which makes it less time consuming. And since it's free, it's easy to get a hold of and start using. Python also can be employed for a variety of applications, from web development to software development, databases, data science, and so on and so forth. Now, another thing to know about Python is that there are different versions of Python. And for a start, there's two main kinds. So you have Python 2, which is the older version of the original Python. And then you have Python 3, which is the newer, or rather the current version of the language. Now, the only thing you really need to know is that these two aren't compatible with each other. So you can't run Python 2 code on a Python 3 interpreter. And in this course, you will be learning Python 3. And just for some background information, in addition to these two versions, there are further versions within each of these two. So you have Cython, which is Python code for C code, C being another programming language. And there's also Jython, which is Python code for Java. And as well as that, there are many other different versions of Python, but that's all the boring stuff out of the way. We're now ready to start learning how to code. So in the next lesson, I will show you how to download Python so we could start.